Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Last few days have been kind of crazy, so I apologize for taking this long to upload another video. If this is the first time you're here in this channel, welcome. My name is Winnie, and today I'm gonna tell you the story of my hair, plus why I've decided to go natural. I was raised by my mom's side of the family, and if you've watched my video where I tell you guys the 50 facts about me, you already know that my mom is Brazilian and my dad is Nigerian. So, speaking of hair texture, I was the one with the kinkiest hair among all my cousins from my mom's side of the family. And I was an only child at the time, by the way. You could also say that my mom's side of the family is also black, but because here in Brazil, we've been so mixed as far as races at some point. My family from my mom's side, they still have like straighter hair, they still have even curly hair, but in a looser pattern than mine. So at school and in the neighborhood I lived in, I was basically in a similar situation. None of the kids would look like me, and when you're a child and you start realizing that you look different from all your cousins and all your friends from school and your neighbors, that becomes like a problem because you start thinking that there might be something wrong with you because you look different from everyone else. So I also didn't see myself a whole lot on TV or on magazines, and I'm sure that really had a negative impact on how I looked at myself. And so I remember during holidays, like that time of the year, my family members, like the women on my family, they would always like relax their hair or blow dry it to get it as straighter as possible. And even though I was very young, that sent me the message that to be pretty, that's what you need to do. If you don't have straight hair, that's what you need to do, and that's what I needed to do. And so one day I was home alone, and I decided that I was still very young. I wasn't even 8 years old, and I decided that it would be a great idea to wet all my hair and take some scissors and cut it really short. Yes, I did really cut my hair like really short like this. And I also cut myself some bangs, which was a dream come true at the time. And later on, I guess all my family members, like all of my aunts, they heard about what I did, and one of them came up to me one day and said something like, what were you thinking? Bangs are for people with natural straight hair, like your cousin. And she was talking about her child, and she was like, you can't have them. That's not for you. That's not for your hair type. And I know that she didn't say that to hurt my feelings or anything. She probably said that because she really thought that way, and it was normal. Like, you just can't. If you have curly hair, if you have kinky hair, bangs are just not for you. So not long after what I did to my own hair, they decided it was time for them to start relaxing my hair. And so during my teenage years, I would try to relax my hair every 3 months or so, or at least try to do it, because if I didn't do it, I would get really frustrated with my roots and try to hide it as best as possible. And I would use like very strong relaxers that would actually damage my hair like really bad. But I didn't care. All I cared about was having it straight, having my hair as straight as possible. That was the most important thing that I could care about. And so I kept doing it for a very long time until I was finally introduced to hair extensions. All those years I've had relaxed my hair, I realized that it had never grown past my shoulders. Like, it had never grown longer like than this. It would always be like here, or maximum shoulder length. It would never grow past it. And here on this area, it would be even worse. Like this, the back of my neck area down here would be crazy, because it would be like this big and it wouldn't grow longer than this. So the damage was really, really bad. And so the hair extensions came to solve the issue. It became like my second addiction, really. And so I kept relaxing my hair, and now wearing the hair extensions every day. I wouldn't leave the house without them on. It was crazy. And so at 21 years old, when I went to the US for the first time, I got even longer extensions. It was like beautiful straight hair, very long, and I was really feeling myself. And I just continued to relax my hair on top of wearing the extensions. Every 3 months would relax my hair, and I use heat. I would use heat almost on a daily basis, which was terrible for it. But as I said before, I just didn't. I didn't care. I just wanted my hair straight, and that was it. But then everything finally changed, because I started thinking, gosh, for so many years I have put so much time and effort to have a nice straight looking hair, and when I looked at it, it just wasn't. It looked broken, it looked dry and damaged, and I had done so many things to it, so many bad things to it, like the relaxers and the heat almost every day, and trying to make it look different. And I was tired. I was tired of having to blow dry my hair every time after I washed it, because letting it dry naturally was just not an option. And that would take me 40 minutes, like half an hour to 40 minutes that I could spend having fun and being myself. And going to the beach or to a swimming pool or going out on a rainy day was just a nightmare, as you can imagine as well. So it took that long for me to finally realize that I was tired of that hair journey, and that I needed to change it. I needed to do something. So I went to Pinterest and I decided to search for beautiful black women with natural hair, and I found them. And they were gorgeous. Their hair was gorgeous and beautiful, and it really felt like everything I needed for so long growing up. All the examples and inspirations I needed were there right in front of me. And so I got excited, and I went to YouTube and I searched for videos of people teaching what they did, like how to take care of your natural hair. And I also joined a Facebook group of women going into hair transition, and the before and after pictures of those ladies really encouraged me to start my own transition as well. And so around July 2015 was when I relaxed my hair for the last time, and then a month later was when I decided to start my hair transition. Now, the idea of doing the big chop was just terrifying to me, because I've had spent so much time, so many years wearing hair extensions, and I didn't think I was gonna look good with short hair at all. And so I was really insecure about how my reaction was, like what my reaction would be after I cut it, and especially my husband's, which was my boyfriend at the time, and I knew that he didn't like short hair, so that was terrifying. And with that in mind, I just decided to wait. So during that period, I was transitioning. High buns, scarves, and braids were my best friends, because girl, feeling pretty with two totally different hair textures is hard. So if you're thinking about hair transitioning, just have in mind that those are the three things that are gonna help you a lot. Remember, buns, like high buns, or doesn't matter, just buns, scarves, and braids will be your best friends as well, trust me. And so going back to the big chop concern, so my main concern was, what if I don't get used to my hair being so short? What if I don't like it? So I wanted my hair to be long enough so I could put it on a bun after the big chop. The thing was, it grew so slowly. Like, it was growing so slowly. My hair grows really slow. And so after 1 year and 2 months of transitioning, I just decided I couldn't wait any longer. And no matter what, I was ready. I was ready to get rid of all the all the relaxed ends of my hair, which was like, they were pretty much half of my total length. And believe me, doing the big chop was one of the strangest feelings, gave me one of the strangest feelings ever, because it was so weird. It felt weird, but at the same time was great, you know? I remember I couldn't stop looking, like staring at myself in the mirror and smiling, because I don't know, I looked so different. My hair was so incredibly soft, and I had no clue. Like, all those years, I had no clue how soft my hair was, and it was just crazy. If I had a word to describe the feeling after I did the big chop, the word would be freedom, because I felt so free. And my hair, it had grown more on top, and so after I cut it, it really looked weird, but I just didn't care. All I could think about was that my hair transition was finally over, and all I wanted to do was just take care of my hair and get to know it better, because I had no idea how it would turn out, how it looked after I did it. It was magical. It was great, and I was so proud of myself for like giving it a chance. And now I know how pretty it is, and I love it. It's really like, look at that, so cute, right? And guys, this is not a campaign against relaxed hair or straight hair. If you relax your hair or if you have straight hair, please do not feel offended by any means. This is not my goal here. I still think that I look gorgeous with straight hair. In fact, I have a wig, like a straight hair wig, that I rock sometimes. I just don't wear it more often because, you know, to be able to wear wigs, you need to braid all your hair down so it looks as natural as possible. And I'm still not very good at braiding my hair on my own, but if I was, I would do it. So this is really about self-love and knowing that I don't need to change the way I look. I don't need to hate my nature or try to change it in order to feel that I'm beautiful. And neither do you. You know, for so long, I hated my hair and I tried to change the texture of it because I thought that there was something wrong with it, when in reality all I needed was someone to tell me that I was beautiful no matter what, and I was beautiful just the way I was. And so it doesn't matter how you look like that for a reason. Just know that you're beautiful and you're worthy of love, most importantly self-love. And don't ever feel pressure to change if that's not what you want. I know changing is sometimes good and it's fun, but it's also fun to be yourself. And if you ever want to change, just remember to ask yourself, why am I doing this? Am I doing this for me, or am I doing this for others? That's very important. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you on my next video. Bye. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and